Have you ever fallen in love so deeply that it felt like your heart was learning how to beat all over again? That rush of connection, the spark in your soul, the warmth in your chest when their name lights up your phone. It's magic, isn't it? But then, just as love lifts us to the stars, it sometimes leaves us aching in the silence of what could have been. And that's what makes love so powerful. It doesn't just touch us, it transforms us. It carves into the deepest parts of who we are, exposing the softest corners of our soul. But here's the truth. Even in the hurt, there's healing. Even in goodbye, there's growth. This isn't just a story about heartbreak. It's a journey into what it means to feel, to grow, and to love again. So if you've ever cried over someone who meant the world, or smiled through your tears because loving them changed you forever, this series is for you. Because love isn't just a feeling, it's a mirror, a lesson, a light. And yes, sometimes it's the very pain that opens our hearts to the beauty of who we're becoming. Let's walk through it together, one emotion at a time. The first spark, when love finds you. Have you ever met someone and felt like the world suddenly paused just for you two? That first spark, it's electric. It's that butterfly feeling in your stomach, the way your heart skips a beat, or how even a simple hi can make you feel like you're glowing from within. This is the magic of new love. It feels like everything finally makes sense. You start dreaming again, smiling for no reason, and believing that maybe, just maybe, fairy tales do exist. You feel seen for the first time, don't you? That's the beauty of emotional connection. But beneath all the flutter and fire, there's also fear. Fear of losing, fear of being too much or not enough. And yet, we still dive in. Because deep down, we crave connection more than we fear pain. Love gives us courage. Crazy courage. That's how powerful it is. When you meet someone who gets you without needing words, who laughs with your soul and holds space for your heart, it's not just chemistry, it's alignment. And that's worth everything. You start opening up piece by piece, even the parts you kept locked away. You feel vulnerable, but not weak. Instead, you feel real. That's how you know it's something deeper. So, if you felt this kind of connection, celebrate it. Even if it didn't last forever, it meant something. It grew you. It woke you up. And it reminded you, you are worthy of love always. Why it hurts, the pain of emotional attachment. Love can feel like flying, right? But when that connection starts to shake, the fall feels brutal. It's the unanswered texts, the change in tone, the quiet distance that screams louder than words. Suddenly, the person who once made you feel so seen now makes you feel invisible. That hurts deeply, and it's okay to admit that. When you're emotionally attached, it's not just about the person, it's about the version of yourself that you became with them. Losing that feels like losing a part of you. But let's not confuse pain with failure. Love isn't a mistake. The pain of love teaches you where you still need to heal, what you're still holding on to, and what wounds are asking to be seen. You're not broken for feeling deeply. You're human, and that's beautiful. Yes, attachment can hurt, but it's also what makes us care. We ache because we loved genuinely, and that's a strength, not a weakness. Emotional pain has a purpose. It cracks open the heart so light can get in. Think of it like emotional detox. It's messy, yes, but necessary. Because healing doesn't mean forgetting, it means remembering with peace. You can't skip the pain, but you can grow through it. And when you do, you realize, wow, I'm stronger than I thought. When love breaks, letting go without losing yourself. The hardest part? Saying goodbye when your heart still whispers, stay. Letting go feels like tearing a piece of your soul out, right? But here's a truth bomb. You don't lose your worth just because someone walked away. You are still whole, still lovable, still enough. Sometimes love ends not because it failed, but because it fulfilled its purpose. It came to teach you, grow you, awaken something in you. That doesn't make the goodbye easier, but it does make it meaningful. You are allowed to cry, scream, ache, and miss them. Feel it all. That's part of the healing. But don't confuse grief with regret. Love was never wasted, and neither were you. Letting go doesn't mean you stop loving. It means you start loving yourself more. That's the shift. You remember your value, your dreams, your peace. You start reclaiming your identity beyond the relationship. You rediscover passions, friendships, and even your silly laugh that you thought you lost. You rise, not in spite of the pain, but because of it. Love breaking doesn't break you. It remakes you, stronger, softer, wiser. So if you're in the middle of a heartbreak, hold on. There's a sunrise on the other side of this storm. Keep your heart open. Keep believing. You are not done yet. Healing starts here. Loving yourself. First, what if the love you've been searching for has been within you all along? Yes, you heard that right. Healing doesn't begin with someone new. It begins with you, with choosing yourself again and again, even on the hard days. Especially on the hard days. Self-love isn't selfish. It's essential. It's waking up and saying, I matter. My feelings matter. My dreams matter. It's feeding your soul with kind words, forgiving your past, and nurturing your own heart like you would a dear friend. Healing is slow. It's gentle. It's not a race. It's a rhythm. You start setting boundaries not to push people away, but to protect your peace. You learn to sit with your feelings instead of running from them. And guess what? You grow. You bloom. You become a version of yourself that's rooted in love, not fear. That's powerful. You stop chasing approval and start living authentically. You stop comparing and start appreciating. You realize that being alone isn't empty. It's full of potential. The more you fall in love with yourself, the more love you attract. Because love isn't found, it's mirrored. So go be the love you've been waiting for. When love returns, new bonds after healing. Imagine meeting someone new, not out of loneliness, but from a place of wholeness. That's when love feels different, doesn't it? After healing, your heart doesn't rush. It recognizes. It sees clearly. You're no longer falling. You're choosing. That's powerful. You communicate better. You love more consciously. You respect your own needs and theirs too. This kind of love feels safe, grounded, exciting, yes, but also peaceful. That's what happens when you grow through heartbreak and come out wiser. You know what you want, what you won't settle for, and what you deeply value. You stop playing games and start building trust. You give without losing yourself. You receive without guilt. Love becomes a partnership, not a performance. It's not about fixing or being fixed. It's about growing side by side. It's kisses filled with meaning, silence that feels comforting, and laughter that heals. And when challenges come, you face them together. You don't run, you rise. That's what healed love looks like, and you deserve that, 100%. So when love finds you again, let it in, with wisdom, with joy, with open arms. Your heart knows the way, why it was worth it, the journey of emotional growth. Looking back, can you see it now? Every heartbreak, every tear, every smile, it all shaped you. Love didn't just break you, it built you. Stronger, deeper, more compassionate. Every time you thought you couldn't survive, you did. That's a miracle worth celebrating. You learned to love with your whole heart, even when it hurt. You chose vulnerability over fear. You chose healing over bitterness. And in doing so, you transformed. Love taught you boundaries. It taught you patience. It taught you how to let go and still be kind. You grew emotionally, spiritually, beautifully. This journey wasn't perfect, but it was worth it. Because now, you know your heart. You know your strength. You trust yourself more. You walk with a softer soul but firmer steps. That's the power of emotional growth. You didn't just survive love. You evolved through it. And now, you can love again. Not out of need, but from abundance. That's the greatest gift of all. So smile, breathe, and celebrate yourself. You've come so far. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this video touched your heart even a little, leave a comment below and share your story. I'd love to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the bell so you never miss another soulful conversation here on Emotional Relationship. Remember, love might hurt sometimes, but it always teaches, always transforms, and always heals in the end. You are loved. You are not alone. And your heart matters. Always. Sending you warmth, light, and all the love in the world. See you in the next one.